Hello everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky Synthesis Perma 2020. We're continuing Artemis and the Atlas. This is the second time I've started this video because I can't find the Mind Arc. And I think what happens is, and I hope what happens is, that when you use it, it disappears and it becomes a mission object and is no longer part of your cargo. Let's find out. We should be on our way to the anomaly with it. But it says mission targets in another part of space. Oops, keep hitting the wrong button. It says board the space anomaly right there. I don't know what's going on with the crazy instructions. What happened was I got that far. I built the Mind Arc. I used it on Artemis. That was the last thing we did yesterday. And then several days went by, including community event day. And it is Saturday night. And Sword Stream is over. And now I'm attempting to finish the mission. So let's go try and do it. This might be a shorter path. Alright. Lights are on. Someone must be home. Friend entity. Polo observed your signal approach, but it was anomalous. The signature was from the wrong time. Are you well? Not incomplete, not fading? Not as visor light flares, burning with concern and distress. Show him the Mind Arc. That's so weird. I tell Nada about Artemis, about Null, and about the Mind Arc. It glows brightly as I reveal it. It is Echo. I never thought to see a traveler soul. You're so beautiful. But friend entity, this Artemis is in pain, disconnected. This arc is no rescue. Artemis Echo will never have a body again, will never explore again. Old life is gone, but we can help them. Nada has a machine. No, not machine. It's something living, a refuge. There's a choice. You may upload Artemis Echo to machine, to sub-simulation, where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo end suffering. Go and speak to Nada, or go and speak to Polo, traveler. They will help you calibrate the machines, no matter what your decision. Whatever you do, I'm proud of your compassion. You are a traveler friend. So, we do need to talk to Polo. Nada told me what you need to do. Just know, friend, that we support you no matter the choice. I will prepare the machine. It's not a friend's private refuge. Please treat it with care. Now we gotta go up this path. I've done this several times, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm not gonna cry this time. So, someone asked me the other day if there's spoilers in this. The whole thing is spoilers. If you've never done Artemis and the Atlas, this entire part of Perma 2020 is nothing but spoilers. So I didn't think I needed to say that because it just starts right out that way. It's the mission, so you're going to see it. All right, so here's the decision. So far, we found out that Artemis found out that life here is a simulation, and he was trying to prove it. And his friend Apollo wouldn't listen to him. But he was out there trying to get proof, and he went through a portal, and he got killed. And so Null came along, and because of where Artemis was killed, he was neither alive or dead. He was trapped sort of in this midway point. And so this character with no name, Null, comes along and says that he can rescue Artemis. He can save him with this mind arc. So the choice is, do we put Artemis in this machine, which is a simulation of a planet, or do we let Artemis pass away peacefully? I have always let him die. And because Artemis was so against the simulation, putting him in a smaller simulation inside of a big simulation just seemed kind of silly to me. So I don't know what happens if you let him live. You should try it out if you want to, but I'm not going to. And I'm also not going to cry. The machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. The craft is extraordinary. It's clearly tended to often and with great love. I feel a whisper, not as faint hum over the speaker, as they commune with the machine. The words on panel unscramble themselves. Nada entity authorization detected, secondary simulation right enabled. This relic is a simulation of a solar system, a prayer offered by ancient Korvax to the Atlas, now reshaped at the heart of the anomaly. A single false solar system, so dear to Nada, it will act as a home for Artemis, should I wish it. No. Even as I process my decision, Nada's hum takes on a quiet new intensity. I speak, and their voice replies, intelligible now. They talk gently and suggest I place the ark upon the terminal. I do so, and hear a whisper, a prayer. The ark begins to unfold, twisting from its center, releasing the traveler soul within. I witness a spark of blue light blaze within the air before me. It fades after a moment, and with it the last remnant of Artemis within this world. I hear Nada's voice over the speaker, intelligible now and reassuring. They tell me that it is done. Artemis is at peace now. They suggest I do not dwell on these moments. They tell me I did the right thing. But they'll tell you you did the right thing no matter what, so don't worry about it. Let's see. I think I have the most current Atlas seed. I have, just a few minutes ago, made some circuit boards, so now we have 132 million. So most current Atlas seed is dark matter, so that's what we have. Let's go ahead and grab a quick save and get moving. Wonder if my clock is working. Oh dear. I tried. Are you receiving? The hollow terminus is showing available again. Your signal was... I thought you were gone. It's a relief to hear Apollo again. It feels like we haven't spoken in a long time. I try to recount the experience to Apollo as best I can. The gateway, the strange planet, a vast machine, the crimson orb. As I talk, I realize the memories themselves are unstable, that I cannot form them in my mind. Sorry, I have the hiccups. It's just a dull, aching red. I tell Apollo that I think I saw the Atlas itself. You saw it? You met the Atlas? The Gek, the Korvax, they worship it as a god. I never thought it was real. Never thought. Are you all right? I can't imagine what you've gone through. So I say it was just a machine. I tell Apollo of the things the Atlas said, how it spoke of travelers and sentinels as if we were protocols, not living things. The way it views us, the way it looked at me, I felt as if life and death were just fragile dreams, not real concepts at all. Well, at least it didn't harm you, and I think there's something in what you've just said. The Korvax pay homage to the Sentinels precisely because they believe them to be servants of the Atlas. We should investigate further. This machine will lead us to the Sentinel nest. We'll be rich before we know it. Come on, Apollo. I suggest we have bigger things to worry about. The Atlas felt hostile, inexplicable in its motives and purpose, not to mention all that has happened since. I tell Apollo of Artemis's grave and my encounter with the mysterious traveler. No. I suggest there's more going on here than an opportunity to earn units. Artemis is dead? Who would... I know I made fun of them, but that was easy. They cared, they believed, and What's happened to them? Where have you buried Artemis? I want to say goodbye if I can. I tell Apollo that Null gave me a way of saving Artemis, to restore them to a form of life. Apollo was initially excited at the prospect of going to meet Artemis, but I explained that I could not do it. It would not have been life, just an empty existence within the simulation. I had to allow Artemis to find peace in death. You did the right thing. You tried. Whatever you might be feeling right now, know that you're a good friend. I have to go through the portal and join you. That much is clear. We just need to figure out the right glyphs, the right address for that world of yours. Find a monolith. Search for patterns in the data. These things are machines, and we simply need to understand their code. Okay, it wants me to go to a monolith. I want to go to the next atlas. So we'll go to a monolith later. There'll be one in the next system. Here's the next atlas. Here we go. Oh my goodness. All right. Revilni Eokak system. I think this is the first time that I've ever done the atlas where I wasn't going to atlases that someone else had already discovered. And if you watch earlier series, even Permadeath A Journey, you'll see that we just follow right along someone else's journey through the atlas systems. It's very strange. But this part of the game goes back a really long time, years. And so it's not terribly unusual if you do the atlas to end up, if you do the atlas out on the spawn ring like we are, to end up actually following someone else. There we go. Getting the ones underneath there. Words, words, words. Gimme. That water dripping sound is new. I think we had it in the normal mode playthrough that I just did. But I don't remember it before that. The music inside the atlas used to be so loud. And now it doesn't seem to exist at all. I miss all those. Oh, that's these. Got lost inside the atlas. Only one thing would drive me to want to do VR, and that is to experience all of this. You know, be able to turn your head and look around while you're still moving in the same direction without having to do this weirdness. It's kind of weird and uncomfortable. Oh, it's the creepy one. I never noticed that before. That's weird. There's a Viking. That must be a Korvax in the middle. And there's a Gek. Very weird. Alright. Ripley Wosh V Singularity. Delay serves no purpose. Bring it to us while there is still time. When I dream, I see the Atlas. When I see the Atlas, I am the dream. I see sentinels swarm through universes like an infection, emerging from a world of glass. Everything's happy there. Everything will live. I see the portals. I see the travelers that walk between them. I see the span of history. I see everything as the Atlas sees it, alone, abandoned, terrified. But what power could instill fear in the heart of the Almighty? It asks for something. It wants to know that I understand. I've become the harbinger, the pathfinder, the seeker of ways. Through me, the universe will know itself. There's Dawn's End. We'll make 2 of those. All right. I think, yeah, all I have to do is hit C to scan, and that will take us right back to is it the first traveler. It's really weird to take this sort of strange break in the middle. And I knew that I was going to run into it because of the community event. It was a nice community event. That planet was stunning and lovely. I love capped planets. They're so gorgeous. This planet's not so pretty. It's kind of just brown.
Warning. Threat detected.
This is another way to find a portal. Several, in fact. If you drop a base computer, any one of the portals in a mission where you have to charge the portal, then that portal is going to be usable later. If you don't have to charge the portal, then it might be a problem. I don't know if it'll stay lit after you reload your game or not. I don't think I've ever tried, because I usually have a portal by this point in the game. I've seen a lot of people play this part of the game right at the very beginning, right after Awakenings. And I don't like to be that unprepared. Too many bad things can happen on these planets when you don't have shields and a weapon. I see the stone of the monolith. It's immovable, muted silver, and yet something lurks beneath. It's gray and yet not gray, a crimson calling out from somewhere below its cool surface. Portal ley line activated. There it is. It's on the other side of the planet. really bright space. It's weird. Planet Etruricus. Diplos! Oh, look at that. How big is he? 6 meters. Oh, look at this one. Oh my gosh. We need some food. So they don't run away. Where's the food? I went right past it. Or I don't have enough carbon. Hello. What in the world? There it is, right there. There we go. Here's some little guys right here. Little, proto-gex. Look at that. Oh, here's a dinosaur. Oh, he's fantastic. Oh, look at that. Look, his head is bigger than me. Oh, look at the size of him. Oh my God. There's the portal address right there in the lower left corner. These Diplos are just not as big as they were at during next. Oh, they're on the hillside way over there as well. Oh, look at them all. Wow. Diplos everywhere. There's more Diplos over the hill. Look at them all. There's the other kind. There's always a sort of male and female version. Oh, I can't quite see him. He's got horns. Wow. I haven't seen big Diplos in such a long time. I always find them on planets like this, too. It's so strange. Let's turn that gun off. Come here. Oh, he pooped. Yikes. Just to see how high up he is. Oh, I'm on his nose. Oh my God, there's dragons as well. Look at this. Oh my God. Try not getting killed jumping off of a full-size Diplo. Oh. I lost the portal. There it is. Fantastic. Oh. That's stunning. I'm not gonna lose this one. Let's see. We have base computer. There we go. All right. Let's see. Easel Ursi. Easel. Oops. There we go. Ursi Diplo planet. Let's go save. Oh, I should have put portal in the name as well. Well, we'll just have to try and remember there's a portal here. Am I on the wrong end? Yes.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Let's see.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
You should also be able to see the portal address right here.
Technology recharge.
We've gotten off track. I'm sorry. The point of this part of the mission is to get the address. Request this planet's address. So there it is right there. And I don't have an effective way to take a picture, but I'll give it a try. I have restarted my computer since the last time I used print screen. So I'll try to get this up in the Discord. So there it is. And now we need to, it says go to the next Atlas or contact Apollo. Wow. They're amazing. They're so rare. Especially large Diplos. Ah. So awesome. All right. It's up there on this other planet. What's amazing is I think we're in the Alpha Quadrant.
Warning. Threat detected.
I don't remember. Given our distance to the center of the galaxy and our location, which I think is the Alpha Quadrant, I'm not going to be uploading any of these planets because I'm not exactly sure where I am, but we might be in the Galactic Hub. So I want to be careful because civilizations like that have naming conventions, and I don't know exactly for sure. So I'm not going to upload or name anything like the star system or anything. Aggressive sentinels. A lush with aggressive sentinels. How unusual in permadeath.
Extreme sentinel planet.
Yes, dear. Oh, that was exciting. Tune to Apollo. Have you found the glyphs for your world? I'm almost ready. My suit is upgraded, my stomach's full, and I've hired a Gek to look after my farm while I'm away. I have found them. As I look at Apollo, I think of all that I saw within the portal, of what happened to Artemis when they walked that same path. I think of the face of the Atlas, of the way Nada warned me not to return to those tunnels. I don't know if the portals are safe. I give Apollo the glyphs, asking them to take care, to remember what happened to Artemis. They assure me that they will, promising to see me soon. Before I go, they advise me to find out what I can from this so-called null. They warn me to be careful, too. Fancy meeting you here. Two lost souls. One who cared too much, and one who cared too little. Their lives have not become what was promised, have they? Every sentient being that has ever lived has felt that way at some point. I know I did, once upon a time. I was angry, confused at my own solitude. Imagine my surprise when you woke me. Oh, I know you didn't mean to. I know you were just playing around with portals, but whatever you did, I'm here now, and I need your help. The Atlas, it's not what you think it is. Something's happening to the universe. Something I need your help to figure out. Sentinels do not just keep the peace across the universe. Their motives run deeper than that, seeking out anomalies in the multiversal structure and eliminating them from existence. Have you looked at me? What do you think a sentinel would do if they came across my form? No, it has to be you, traveler. There's an observatory nearby. It'll lead you to the location of a crashed freighter of great interest to our investigation. There, there we will find the first secret, I am sure of it. Know that the Atlas is neither enemy nor friend to us, no more than the air or wind might be called such names, but it is terrified. It is in pain, and we have a responsibility to help its suffering, no matter the cost. Right? Get a look at this planet while it's not storming. It's quite pretty. I don't see any animals on the ground, though. Well, there's our destination. Mind your own business, Sentinel. Oh, this place is called Garden. Oops. Stop it. Highlight my destination, would you? Alright, fine. Irritating. I was afraid I might lose the observatory marker if I started killing sentinels. And guess what? I was right. Oh, it wants me to go back to the anomaly first. There it is. Right over the hill. Grab this one too while I'm at it. I happen to notice that I have a full slot of nav data earlier. I was looking desperately for the mind arc, so I've got 57 nav data now. Probably just gonna sell it. Hello, Geki person. Need the location of a crashed freighter, which is not what you normally get from a place like this. Null's prediction was correct. The terminal is curiously open, the logs ready for me to read. This observatory appears to have functioned as a salvage station, manned by a GEC specialist, a translator. They were accused of questioning things that should not be questioned, of sowing the seeds of dissent. This posting was meant as a punishment, but it appears that this posting was the making of them. They found strange things in the wrecks, aberrations, data that spoke of worlds that do not exist and events that did not happen. That GEC went out to investigate one such craft, the life signature of a Korvax still on board. They never returned. Is this how Nada and Polo met? Is this how my friends found each other? There's a signal on the console, a warning on repeat, 16 short bursts of data in a loop. I extract coordinates for the distress signal. A crashed vessel awaits me on another world. Although I have the ability to make the Atlas V3 pass and the Atlas V2 pass, I haven't bothered with it because that's a whole nother section of lore and would be like a huge distraction. Is it at my base? That's a portal, isn't it? It's odd.
Warning. Threat detected.
It's pointing right to the portal. There was a crash freighter there, wasn't there? Back to Diplo planet. I've found tiny Diplos all the time. But the really huge ones, gosh, it's been such a long time. Always careful with these because I've gotten caught in the superstructure of the crash freighter trying to take off before. Huh. Crew manifest missing. Limited data available. We gotta dig up a bunch of log encryption keys. I think you only need 4 of these. I have in the past dug up all 5 of them. And that's not big enough. The other night on Mary Lizzie's live stream, we were trying to figure out what one of the missing pieces was from her catalog. And this is the missing piece from her catalog. And I realized that when I was doing the mission on Beyond Survival. I was like, oh, there it is. It's that part.
Technology prepared. Technology prepared.
We need one more of them.
Radiation protection.
Should be one right out here. Let's see. There's a door.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge. Radiation protection stabilizing. Technology prepared. Radiation leak detected.
So pretty sure we only need those 4. That was a long silence. Heavy concentration. Here we go. I do not know who will read this message. I do not know if anything will survive, but I must die as I lived. I will record it all, even in the face of oblivion. The swarm came to every world. The drones acted erratically, not attacking, just watching. Time passed, and the Sentinels did not seem so much of a threat anymore. They were peaceful now, we thought. We had been forgiven. We were wrong. They struck as one, an attack somehow coordinated across unfathomable distances. With a fury exceeding all prior skirmishes, the Sentinels annihilated all biological life within the universe in a span of 54.2 standard minutes. Only I remained. The Korvax stood with me in the end, to their credit. They concealed me within their flotilla as they headed towards the center. They're coming now. The screams of my friends resonate in every hall, every corner. The sentinels have found me. I told Nada to leave. I told them what we already know, all of us. We're not alone. Even if I die, Nada will find me again in another universe. 10 just like me, 1,000, a million. We're not alone. For every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived, we existed, no matter the horror of the end. They're at my door. Such a violent story. What's next? Transmit the freighter's log to Null. That's pretty cool. That ring planet over there. And that huge planet right there. I guess all the Diplos went to bed. Oh, it's morning. Maybe they'll be getting back up now. Did I scan them before? I didn't. I love dragons. Especially these kind with their sort of stained glass wings. Alright, Null. What did you find out there? Tell me everything. I tell Null of the freighter and its recordings, how it spoke of a world where the Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a traveler and a single Korvax entity. I chose my words with care. You think I don't know who that Korvax entity is? Do not be so naive, traveler. Do you think anything you have read is a surprise to me? But I had to be sure of what I suspected. I know it now. The Atlas is with you. You could not see these things if it did not wish it. That freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. There are countless such places within our multiverse, dimensions where things happen differently. But there are 3 exceptions to this. The Atlas is omnipresent in all, a singular being with a singular perception. The Sentinels move between dimensions at will. The Atlas created all life, and the Sentinels defended it, searching for anomalies within the creation. That they annihilated an entire universe, well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. After a time, the Sentinels ended their service to the Atlas. They served the Atlas once. They were guardians of reality, defenders of civilization. They hunted for errors within the universes, preventing destruction and loss of life. The annihilation recorded in that log, well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. I've been alive for a very long time, traveler. I know as much as you would know had you seen the things that I have seen. It was the travelers who corrupted existence. Our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age, but we made a terrible mistake. I committed an act beyond forgiveness, and from this deed paradise was lost. But something is different in this cycle. The walls between universes, they grow thin. Nada knows this, but they keep their head in the sand. We must learn what we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Viking station and speak with them. I will translate. There they are. Oh, so awesome. I think we have time to do one more Atlas station. And then when we come back tomorrow, we'll do this rather long part of the mission. Let's deal with this idiot first.
Hostile ships approaching.
Carnage. There we go.
Hostile ships defeated. Orbital station coordinates received.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of the Alpha Quadrant. That's what I thought. So I won't be uploading any discoveries around here. Oh, my hyperdrive's finally empty.
Technology recharge.
That takes forever. See if I can get the actual Atlas station this time. There we go. Sorry, I keep sneezing. If you go to the anomaly every time you're called there, you get a lot more Quicksilver out of it. So if you are doing this at the beginning of a save and you want to get a lot of Quicksilver, then yeah, go to the anomaly every time Nada calls you. I just noticed down in the bottom right corner that it wants me to go to the anomaly again. It's a lot of extra time going back and forth. So weird how the sound is in here. It's also amazing how fast you recover your stamina in here. Did I get all those? Okay. I want all the words. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. The Lisov cost abstraction. Expel all doubt, none return. Beyond the cascade and the storms, there is only clarity. The act of discovery for discovery's sake now seems like a foolish conceit. I've rejected the path of the itinerant. I have rejected the call of the stars. Only the atlas matters now. With each encounter, I feel as if I understand a little more. All of us are what we are. Evil arrives in the individual, and goodness is not enough. True greatness lies in sorrow, in the embrace of what we must become. There's never been any other choice than this one. I go on, we go on, eternal, forever searching. Photic jade. I have no copper on me. when we when we come back tomorrow. Copper. When we come back tomorrow, we will continue the Artemis journey by meeting a Viking cartographer, a Korvax cartographer, and doing a little work for the Gek to get them to trust us. I want to thank you all so much for coming along. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.